Hey folks, in today's video we're back with more Gold Stake Balatro. In each of these runs, a Stuntman came into the build relatively early to ensure chips were well taken care of. From there, it was just a matter of finding the remaining pieces and an Ante 8 win was ensured. Enjoy the video. This is not a good hand. Alright, let's believe in the clubs. Vault Boys never let me down before, right? Could just try and find a 10 here. I have all of them in my deck. That was a disaster of a starting hand, and I got very lucky on the backswing. Alex, thank you for the super chat. Is it possible to win a run with only negatives? Probably on white stake, yeah. Huh. That's great if we can get a flat mult feller. Unfortunately, that means I can't afford the overstock. Elga Maston. How about some molts? Yeah, that's good enough. We'll come back for you, but we don't really need anything else right now. I didn't know Ecto removes additional card per Ecto and break my run. Yeah. On the bright side, you learn that before coming into my chat and calling me stupid for not taking the third Ecto, which would brick my runs. So, everybody learns that at some point. Fist with a small hand feels really nice. Yeah, that and Blackboard actually make good use of the Stuntman. On the other hand, mail-in rebate is pretty atrocious with the Stuntman. But it's still a good joker, so I'm going to take it and believe. Jesus. Oh my god. Unreal. We just have to... so just get rid of you. Two things get discarded, so one of these three will be in play. Now that's also interesting. I think it's irresponsible to rely on that happening more than once, even with the extra hand size here. See if we can figure out what hand to work towards. Yeah, Pluto. Or we can sell something if we really need to. I don't know, man. This man could have 52 different unique cards and still pick mail-in rebate. Clearly you did not watch the previous run where I had a mail-in rebate. Actually, Droll was probably a better sell than the Venus there. That's true, I also could not have 52 unique cards because that's not how a deck of card works, or rather how mail-in rebate works. So, chess-made atheist. Alright, let's find something better than what we have. Tempting, but probably not the play here. I'll just stop here. I don't really know what we're working towards in terms of, like, the hand that we're making, but... we could go jacking. Queens? We could strengthen our jacks into queens.
Well met.
Any of these 3 seals are pretty good. I like early talisman. Someday we'll get good jokers off of this. Maybe not. What if? Fine. Still good enough. We do have 1 gold seal as the singular. Yeah. Okay. Pluto? It could be really petty and skip here instead. That would be the funniest possible thing, I think. Doesn't really matter if I sell you or not, but I'm still taking the money because I'm not keeping the bus. I think the run is in such a good spot that we can do the stupid play of taking the negative. Yeah, I would go ahead and unpin that message, Collie, because it is going to happen here, even though it's aggressively dumb. But that's what we do here sometimes. Biggie! Thank you for the prime. Aggressively dumb, aggressively fun. Yeah, those 2 things are not necessarily mutually exclusive, right? We'll just simply get a photograph here, right? Then I don't have to deal with people complaining about me playing photo Chad because at least I took the negative skip, right? There are also some jokers that I don't necessarily want to pick up because of the slot that they take that would help with the hologram, but most of the time this is just not going to do anything. Off to a bad start. I guess it's not that bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, that's about right. So we got next to nothing, which is kind of the expected outcome here. I mean, trading card is good, but it's not likely to be a difference maker here. Best one was gift card. Gift card, Grimbo, and trading card are all fine. It's just, I don't know. It's a good demonstration of why the negative skip is not a good one. Because we lost a lot. We paid quite a lot of money for that and missed an entire shop. In a vacuum, our chips are molt enhancements better. We don't play in a vacuum, so it doesn't matter. The one that is better is the one that improves your current run more. I don't know if you noticed, but like as soon as we took the negative skip, we kind of immediately started running out of steam here. Surely that's not at all related. We can get the hologram up and save this run. We also want to get out of the hanging chad. Do you get sick of constantly telling people that jokers are situationally good? Not really. Do you get sick of hearing it? That's my bigger concern. Okay. We actually had the negative skip do something. I think the chad's got to go. This is just, well, you can go actually. This is just not a run for photograph. Like even if we do hit it, hello. It is a run for you though. Is it? I mean, it has to be now. Yeah, we'll be fine. Not the best case scenario for it, but it's too strong a joker not to take. That's something. Okay, we found 2 use cases for the negative skip so far. Very kind would be something to consider. We shouldn't use that discard there. We might accidentally reset here. Never mind. So we don't sell these because they're contributing to the swash still. Have you ever played Risk of Rain 2? I have probably a few hundred hours in it, yeah. Played a lot of it. Or Nana. Look who's back. Let's do this. Hit you with a full house. Hit you with another full house. Sure. Risk Rain 2 is goated? Yeah, it's got the... It's got a great soundtrack that offers phenomenal vibes. Similar to Balatro, in fact. I have a lot of queens, right? No. Kings. No aces, but I'll take another queen. A king? Or a 6? Probably a king. Just because we want to make sure that we're playing things that aren't
Well met.
specifically pair. So, like 3 of a kind plus is a good way of going about it, I think. Do we eventually get rid of Stuntman? He's offering 250 chips, so probably not. When Balatro first dropped, I thought the soundtrack was done by the same guy, to be honest. Yeah, there's certain, like this spot right here that are kind of sound similar to certain portions of the
Well met.
of the Risk of Rain soundtrack, but both have phenomenal soundtracks. How are we looking on 10s? 3 of them? Just do this. Milkman, thank you for the prime. Let's buy this and start rolling. Into apparently nothing. It's a 3 of a kind, so let's start there. Clip these. Swashbuckler is the reason to keep the disabled negatives.
Well met.
Swashbuckler and Temperance. Mindless Juster, thank you for the prime. Nice. Are we rich enough for a voucher skip? Yeah, but, like, what's the point of a voucher skip? We don't gain any strength from vouchers right now. Super Beach Boy, thank you for the super chat. Oh, that's nice. Emperor. Do have an open Joker slot. I did say Blackboard was good with the small hand size. Now, it's not going to be active every time because it's more important to keep the Obelisk online, but... Easy enough. Obelisk is such a fun Joker, I agree. But apparently we're in the minority on that one. Not everyone has to find Obelisk fun? Yeah, I don't care. How other people play the game doesn't impact me whatsoever. In the same way that how I play the game shouldn't impact you whatsoever, right? It's just not that important. I mean, it's just the amount of micromanaging Obelisk requires. I mean, I'm not gonna try and convince you otherwise, but if you set it up properly, it's just kind of an autopilot Joker a lot of the time. Like, we had a pretty poor setup here, and it's just been a relatively easy run as a result. But streamer, I'm bound to my chair, strapped down, and I'm forced to watch these runs? Yeah. Yeah, but, like, your response to the decisions I make is still in your control. That's why I don't like Scholar. It's not a good Joker. It's a straight flush. Okay. How'd you compare Scholar to 10-4? Pretty similarly in that they're both pretty bad. For anything outside of the early game setup. Jan, thank you for the super chat. Congrats on Gold Stake. Scholar is low reward, high risk. True. Alright, we do need some flat mults to actually make this a good play, but it looks nice. Fine. Alright, unfortunately this ramen is causing us to be a little bit more poor than I'd like to be. There we go. That's something at least. Sure. Alright, now we can start cruising a little bit better. Let's give ourselves an opportunity to hit a Wraith, maybe. Interesting. I think I'm going to take the talisman, though. That could be a lot of money over the course of the run. Which will help with the red card. Which we do need to start saving for. Another hex would be fun. I mean, it would kill the run. So, I don't know how fun that would be. Oh, welcome, Murphy. Or the lulz. I guess it would be funny for like a couple seconds and then the run just dies. I don't know. I guess I don't find that as funny as you do. Is there a most consistent deck for clearing anti-8 on Gold Stake? Probably yellow deck. Pancake Freak. What a name. Thank you for the super chat. Congrats on E30. We could get the discard voucher. This run would really be something. Blue's good for the hand, yeah, but I think yellow is just a stronger deck because of how the importance of money. Speaking of, like we just talked about, it's always immolate. Or Nana. I prefer playing on Ghost Deck, though, because spectral cards are fun. Yeah, but that wasn't the question. Let's just go high card. It's simple. I don't think we're taking the voucher. It helps with the, well, it helps with the red card, but I don't think red card needs help. It's already extraordinary. Is TTS going to come back? Maybe. I don't know. I think it has been a better viewing experience without it for most. Including myself. Okay, now we really just go all in on high card. I'm actually happy that that happened. Ooh. Do we just accept our poverty here? Said this yesterday and I said it again. It's obvious you're a big red card fan. Well, yeah, it's just, it's a good Joker, so. I don't have, like, emotional attachments to any Jokers. I just tend to pick the ones that are successful. or attempt to pick the ones that are successful. Let's slow down on the red card a little bit here, though. Successful jokers like Spaceman. Okay, that one maybe I do have an emotional attachment to. But it's just like the dopamine rush of when it does hit is just undeniable. You don't feel emotions towards Michael? Mostly anger when he doesn't gross himself off soon enough. Got to take the money to pay for our rentals, which does also allow me to get the planet voucher, which will be nice for the long term of this run. Or Perkio, again, just because something appears a lot does not mean that I have an emotional attachment to it. It just probably is a better indicator of its relative strength if it shows up a lot. Blue seals might be worth the consideration here. Emotional attachment towards Photo Chat? Nope. In fact, I've been like more hesitant to take it lately, even though it is a good Joker, because people are annoying about it. So I probably take it less than I should because people are annoying about it. One hand type. So let's be careful here. Do you throw in a poly burnt Joker for Stuntman? Nope. Stuntman is serving a very critical role right now. And that would make the run weaker. Is playing a voucher even worth it if you don't really have Constellation or all 5 long-term Joker slots filled? Sometimes, but not often. Depends. It's probably best when it is paired with a Constellation, but it depends on what your goal is and what your other Jokers are. But generally, probably not worth $10 if you don't have a Constellation or anything of value. Calling Paintbrush next Ante. That'll be good because then I won't have to spend on a voucher. That'd make my life a lot easier. Because my money is still struggling a little bit. Phenomenal. That allows me to just go ahead and open these packs now as well. Immolate demonstrating why it's just always the right pick.
Well met.
Cowhead, thank you for the 2 months. It's always Immolate? Yeah, exactly. Goodbye. Dang, now you won't be able to go shoot the moon? You're just making a better case for Immolate now. Alright, Overstock is good, but I honestly don't know that we're going to be able to buy it. We just need to move the red card to the left and we're fine. Play 4 of those and we're fine, so... Probably one of the better boss blinds we could have encountered.
Well met.
Paprika Hero, thank you for the prime. Might as well spend down here because we are not taking this one endless. It's a fine run, but for a warm-up, but it has absolutely zero endless potential. What happens if you immolate a hand smaller than 5 with no cards left? No cards left in deck, you die. In the game and in real life, as another chatter mentioned. Ooh, I almost did not have the APM for that one. You also can't MO with a hand size smaller than 5? I've never tried it, actually. We tried a lot of things to get my hand size down to 0, and it didn't work, so I believe it.
Well met.
Nair Gaming, thank you for the prime. Alright, we got our warm-up in.